What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Drizzy.
This guy's a fool.
Drake just came out with a track, bro. Drake just came out with a track.
The Heart Part 6.
Part 6.
I see what you did there, Drake.
Pettiness at a all-time high,
That
bro.
is the petty king.
Petty lord.
That's Kendrick's thing, no? The heart thing?
Yeah.
Heart Part
Nice.
6?
And it's perfect timing because the Heart Kendrick put out was Part 5.
Jeez.
And now it's Part 6. Drake is, what, the 6th god?
You know what I was thinking in?
Whoa.
Cover art though?
The cover art? Yeah, we gotta.
Day free?
Yeah, bro. We gotta dive deep into that. Okay, so this DM is like what? Drake on 22 weeks ago? What is this? By author. Who's the author? Drake?
I don't know.
I don't work
Whitney?
for Instagram, bro. I don't know how this works.
I don't know.
Okay, no.
But it's not a
no,
DM,
no, this
'cause
is
you
a comment.
can't-
That's a comment. That's
Yeah,
a
because you
comment.
can't have 1,485 likes.
Oh! No.
This is a comment.
It's a comment. There has to be a comment.
It's a
Okay,
comment.
let's listen to the track. Maybe he'll talk about it.
But either way, if Dave Free is Kendrick's GM or whatever, and he has like a kid with Kendrick's like ex,
We were
Yeah,
talking
wife
about
or
it in the
something.
last video.
He said in
bro.
the song, he's like, if your GM is your BM, then that means secret BD. Meaning,
Baby-
like, if
baby
Dave
daddy.
Free is, like, low-key with your baby mom, your BM, that means secret BD, like baby
Big
daddy.
dad, yeah.
Meaning that's not your kid, Kenny.
Jeez.
Whoa.
And Whitney doesn't follow Kendrick on Instagram anymore.
Jeez.
Follows him, no?
I think, yeah, she follows Day Free, yeah.
You gotta follow the dad, right?
Jeez. Kendrick, that's how you're coming, bro?
Saying Whitney was
Pause.
digesting bear.
Pause.
Pause on that, bro. Golly.
Alright, continue.
Yo, Kendrick gonna watch this and make it distracting you.
Yeah, I dare him to.
Alright, play the song.
All right, the Heart Part 6. Let's get it.
See what you have to say, Drake. This guy came in with the samples.
Pause.
This guy came with the all right.
The Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped, I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in? 1090 Jake would've took all the walls down. The streets would've had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connects stand up, not fall down. The ones that you get in your stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a
Okay, hold on.
name.
So he
Wait,
said,
what is he saying right there? Continue.
the daughter that's 11 years old. So
Yeah.
that's the girl that Eternity Joy or whatever on Instagram.
Oh.
It's a
No,
fake.
but
It's fake.
We just paused it at, is that we thought about giving a fake name.
Yeah, we'll go back to that in a sec.
No,
But he's also saying the info is
info
he's
is
fake. It's false.
Oh, no way.
He's
That's
like,
what
he's
they
like,
was
we
showing
plot.
on like all those IG stuff.
Yeah. I seen a little bit of them talking about it was
Because
fake.
J. Cole was in a picture. It's some music video, and then the
Oh,
girl
I
was in
seen
the
that.
back.
I
Yeah.
seen that. And it's like we plotted.
So he
we
did it
plot-
on purpose. He
He
like
did,
fed
yeah.
a fake daughter so Kendrick can look stupid.
So he
in
took
a
the
rap.
bait. He took the bait.
Yeah.
Yo, Drake is like
Oh, mastermind, yo.
Drake is like the worst.
Master manipulator for real.
Damn, bro.
Okay, run it back.
Drake would be like the worst ex-girlfriend ever, bro.
Decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. You gotta
That's
learn to fact check
crazy.
things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation. Master manipulator, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga, I'm petty with dedication. What about the boy
Damn.
up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she
Yo. Okay, hold on.
Nah, Kendrick, bruh.
Wait.
Nah, bruh.
So wait, Drake really set that whole thing up.
Yeah. So what he's saying? He
He's
plotted
like,
all
we
that.
plotted for a week and
Yeah.
fed you the information.
That's insane.
And then he's like, thought about giving a fake name and whatever. And he's like, yo, your fans were probably celebrating about my expiration.
What was the cover?
What's
The
that?
the one with the glove and the Zempic and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
Meet
the-
the Grams.
Okay, yeah. So I know on IG they were saying that like that was orchestrated by Drake too.
Because well, Drake's name's on the Ozempic.
I know,
You
but
zoom
he's
in.
the one who like he also leaked that on purpose. That's not a real like thing. He made this.
Whoa.
So this guy's really taking the bait, bro.
Yo, like,
but-
like that's never happened
I
in
think-
rap beef history. Like the one side
No,
opposition just feeding.
But that's
lies.
crazy because he's basically saying, yo, Kendrick, he's like, what do you say? He's like, you're dumb and reactive. And he's like, you're desperate, essentially. Like, you're just trying to find anything that, first thing that comes,
bro.
first information that comes to you, you're on that.
So man's in like Drake's party is probably like
So,
feeding
He's like, bro,
information.
Kendrick, you need to
Yeah.
fact check your stuff, man.
No, but the thing is, and he's doing this just so it invalidates everything Kendrick has said.
Yo, that's
Yeah.
actually a master.
And the fact
manipulating
that
for real, because from now
Whitney
on,
doesn't follow Kendrick is like, okay, hold on, now it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
what
yeah,
Drake is
yeah.
saying
Well,
is facts.
the thing is, though,
he's like,
Kendrick, like, you know how they said the allegations, like Kendrick didn't speak on the
Yeah.
beating his wife?
Yeah.
Because he already made songs like that.
Like on Mr.
On
Morale.
Mr. Morale,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and he always
So
talks
he actually,
about.
he actually
Nah.
said he did
He
it.
talks about
Kind
having
of.
like a lot of complicated
Yeah.
problems with
Mm.
his like relationships and alcoholism and all this stuff.
but I think this is a smart move by Drake because now everything that Kendrick says, people are gonna be like, is that true? Is that
true?
not true? Like you cause speculation for Kendrick fans or
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
people listening to Kendrick's music.
At
And
the
then
same
he-
time,
and then he
like,
adds
didn't
the Whitney
At the same
line.
time, he didn't have to like, what would have happened? What would have Kendrick said if he didn't even release like the fake stuff?
Well, Kendrick's still talking about a lot of the
Yeah.
like the pedo stuff, right?
He like discredits
Like
everything
he's stuck
Kendrick
on
says.
that. He's really stuck on like one lane though, like the pedophile.
Yeah.
Bro, the
Oh,
la-
yeah,
the
yeah,
last
yeah.
what was the last song? Not Like Us.
Yeah.
That whole song was just about like pedophiles and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
Drake's crew,
And
right?
his crew and
Yeah.
all that. Yeah.
But to discredit everything Kendrick says by feeding him false info and then say when he's not denying the allegations, meaning like what everything I'm saying, this girl's not
It's
even
facts.
denying it.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. Just to go back like that.
Alright, play the track.
Wow, bro.
Dave free and I missed the morale.
Whoa,
You
whoa,
haven't
whoa,
seen the
pause
kids
that,
in 6
rewind,
months.
rewind.
The distance is wild.
Back.
Dave leave. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following Dave free and I missed the morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months. The distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a
Bro.
child. Let's get to that now.
That's what that is. That's
Dave
what that
leaving
is.
heart emojis
On
under
pics. The pics of
under
the kids.
pics of the kids. Like about author Whitney.
Oh.
Blackheart kinda crazy.
That's
Oh.
crazy.
Blackheart's kind of wild though.
With the heart with this.
A red
With
heart,
this,
no?
like
A
this
red- a red
emoji?
heart, no?
This is wild.
This
The thing
emoji
though,
is like
okay, black heart probably because he doesn't want to like if you put a red heart that might just be like
love,
obvious.
like love,
Love,
like,
love,
love,
But at the
you
same
know?
time, yo, wouldn't it be weird? Like not weird, but say your manager or your boy, like you're. Imagine I had my baby mom's post a picture of her
And I-
like,
and then
my kid, and then you
I'm commenting under-
on
Yeah,
heart,
yeah,
heart,
yeah.
heart. I'm like, yo, Joe, like,
Bro, this is crazy.
yeah, it's crazy, yo.
It's like, bro, we gotta
Oh.
talk.
No, but this is like this. These like this
Like
emoji.
it would
is
have
like,
been sick if you were
like,
like,
I love them kids.
like,
yo.
I love them damn kids,
love,
yo.
love nephew, you know, or something.
I love them
like that.
kids, yo.
Love them damn kids, yo.
No, but that emoji is crazy. This is like
That's what we're
like,
saying.
Like these my kids.
like
you know?
like he's actually doing that in person, like you know.
This. Nobody uses this. Nobody
Like,
uses this.
Even if you're like an uncle to a kid, you're not putting that on someone's like.
Maybe the black heart with like a fist bump emoji, you know?
I would have just been like,
emoji.
y'all-
Fist bump emoji?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
like no,
Like you're
this,
dapping your kids?
Like this.
Or you're dapping some kids?
Yeah, like he's dapping up the kids, like you know, like
What we
he
saying, yo?
like he has love for
This
he
guy
has
got
love
love
for the
for
kids, you know?
You
What
gotta
I
lock it in.
Oh, you
yo.
got love for the kids.
Yeah, lock it in, yo.
mean? Yeah, bro. This is like, nah, that's my kids.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know
this
what I
is like this is like I love my kids.
mean?
Yo, we might have to look at what
Like
post
by
this is,
author
bro.
though.
Can we find what post
Like
this
my
is?
author was crazy. There's too many hearts in this
Yeah,
picture for
it's a
there to
little
be
too
not
much.
some sus shit happening here.
And
Yeah,
1,400
re-
likes.
Rewind it a bit.
Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some disdirect shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, Mother
Sandy?
Mother wait a second. That's that one record.
What is that? What was that?
What's that?
Why does he do that? He does that for a reason?
No,
You
no,
heard-
he
you
was
heard
gonna
what
he was gonna say something.
You heard what he said about Epstein, though, right? Because it's like Jeffrey
Yeah.
Epstein,
Yeah,
Epstein
yeah.
Island kids.
Imagine Kendrick like dissecting TikToks though.
Yeah, he's
What?
like, yo, that's where you're getting your information.
Oh,
Like he's just sitting there like dissecting TikToks.
Hey, mother I. Wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me. I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. It's when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with. It's so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive. But you just never known affection. I don't wanna dish you anymore. This really got me second guessing. Touch my body by Mariah Carey.
Oh, he's saying Kendrick's
So
projecting.
Kendrick had a song where he talked about getting molested?
Mother I.
No, but he's like, that's like that one song where you
Oh,
talked
what's
about
that? Is that
getting
song?
molested.
Mother I.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Oh.
To Pimp a Butterfly.
And he's talking about getting molested. Yo, the thing is, anytime Kendrick raps about stuff like that, or even like the whole like abuse and stuff,
Yeah.
of like him abusing, I just think he's just talking like not him, just like just
You're
like
just
a,
speaking
About,
from
like,
like a
like-
person's
like a
perspective.
person's perspective.
Yeah,
Like, you know how
yeah,
J. Cole
yeah.
did For Your Eyes Only?
Yeah.
It wasn't him, right? Like he was
Yeah.
rapping about something. I always thought Kendrick was doing that. I
But
didn't know
no,
that was
I
actually
think
him.
he's
Like it's
that
just like a
was about,
skit.
like-
sort of
Yeah, like
thing,
a
right?
skit or
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
just-
yeah. That's his real problem.
Yeah.
Man.
It's so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with. It's so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive. But you just never known affection. I don't wanna dish you anymore. This really got me second guessing. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play. You probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why this the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the
Yeah,
lesson.
that's what I was
Clearly
saying
there's a
too,
deeper
low-key.
message.
Yeah,
Deep cut.
Low key, I'm like, yo, I feel like nothing has come out about Drake like being with minors.
That's so random
like
how it
that.
came
You know
out.
what I mean? And I'm like, bro, for someone to be that famous,
I think it's
and
because
you
of
have
the whole,
nothing
like,
out, that's
Yeah.
The whole like you know the pictures with
the people that are like 18 or
18
whatever
and stuff like
yeah.
that, and like the whole like Millie
Timeline
Bobby
doesn't
Brown,
add up.
Yeah, the whole Millie Bobby Brown stuff, and but like I don't know why people read so deep into that, because like if you're a fan of like Stranger Things and you saw Millie Bobby Brown on the street and you had able to like have a conversation,
Man. I don't know about that one.
aren't you gonna say like, hey, what's up? Like, you know?
Yeah, but he didn't say hey, what's up. He was
Bro,
giving
it's-
her like dating advice, and she was like,
Oh, he was doing that.
he was like
Oh,
in
he
the
was doing all
DMs,
that? I
like
didn't know that.
doing like talking to her, like, yo, what are you saying? Like talking to her like a friend. Like, sure, I guess, but then you're also
Maybe
like
she's a
in
cool
your
person.
30s, and she's like,
But at the
A
same
kid.
time, Drake is like a
All right, so
megastar, and they're probably fans of each other from
if
like
a
the show and the
15-year-old kid
rap.
came up to you right now and was like, "Yo, James, man, like I need help trying to talk to this thing."
like a 15-year-old
girl.
kid.
If it's a boy or girl, 'cause,
It's
you
a
know,
girl.
a
If it was a
15
girl, it would look a little sketch.
If it's
Like
a
I'm
girl
just chilling with
asking-
this like kid all the time. Like, yo, what are you saying?
If it's a
kid?
girl asking me for dating advice and she's
How old
underage,
was
I'm
Millie
like,
Bobby
yo,
Brown?
I'm
at
like
the time?
dating
Stick to
advice.
Stick to school, bro. Like,
I'm
you
like,
know?
you're asking me for dating advice? How
Yeah.
old are you? Get out of here.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
like
how
16 or
old was
17?
Millie Bobby Brown at the time?
like 15 or something. I don't know.
16.
And he's like
Yeah,
30,
16.
bruh.
Yeah.
Like, you're not.
The thing with Drake is like he hops on waves, bro.
But the
he's
thing
like
is-
he's always a wave.
Yeah, he's like, he
hopper,
always,
Stranger Things was,
everything's
like,
just
popping,
popping, yeah.
so-
Kai Cenat, like different man.
The thing is, the only reason he's famous, she's famous, and it's kind of like they're both fans of each other. Like, probably she likes his music, he likes.
You really
the
think Drake
show.
was sitting there watching Stranger Things?
Yo,
Maybe.
The man was sitting, like, watching man's riding bicycles, like, yo.
man, maybe Euphoria.
That's true.
Yeah, but
True.
But Euphoria
Zendaya?
is, like, more, like, mature topics.
Zendaya.
You know?
Well, it's kind of like high
These kids are
schoolish.
riding bikes going upside down and fighting Demogorgons. I think Drake's sitting there with 40 and
They're
wherever.
chilling, yo.
Tell me this man.
They're going to upside down.
Yo,
They're upside down.
I put the 6 upside down, dude.
It's a 9 now. You see what I did?
That never healed and now they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about hate and resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment. The shit's too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents. But you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major. I'll slit your throat.
That was
with a razor.
crazy.
You Rick Ross hair like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby mama screensaver. Only
Wait,
fucking
can
with
we pause
Whitney's,
that
not
real
Millie
quick?
Bobby Brown.
What that?
What do you say? He's like,
The fight with
he's
Rick
like
Ross?
A. What do you say? A minor. He's like, you gotta
The
B
B
sharp.
sharp.
B
He's
sharp.
like, what do you say? You left
D
D
major?
flat.
D-
D major.
D major.
But D major. Like he's saying, I made you like talk about this stuff because I basically set you up.
Mm.
Like,
Oh,
D
like Drake
major.
made you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I see what you did there, Drake.
That's nice.
That's kind of tough.
Stuff so.
Oh, he was also talking about the Rick Ross on the flight. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Magic had to, what was it, emergency land?
Said someone
Yeah.
shot. He said someone shot his plane.
Yo, honestly, Rick Ross needs to stay away as far away from this beef as possible, bro.
Yeah.
This is pure like.
Bro,
jokes.
I told him,
promoting
the
that.
champagne moments was like, what is
he's,
that, bro?
He's a little like obsessed. Like it's
Yeah.
kind of weird. Year 48, bro.
Yeah, this guy's wild.
Yeah, like you should
Grab a
do.
plate and sit down.
It's a dropping.
Go to Wingstop.
Yo, that place ass too, bro.
Wingstop sucks, bro. Maybe you should focus on new flavors,
Oh,
like
shit.
revamping the
Oh, I
I think
place.
a fat guy would know what's good to eat, bro.
That's facts though. It's kind
Get
of
this
like
guy out of here. bro.
Yikes.
that's
Yikes,
kind
bro.
of facts though.
Yeah.
Maybe we should stop instead of wing, Just stop.
Maybe just wing and stop. Maybe just call it stop.
Just
Like,
call it
stop
stop.
this. Stop this.
This madness.
You should call it Stop This.
Yeah. Stop, Rick.
Stop, Rick.
Stop, Rick. Wings Ross. Yo.
From Malaysia, I'm your baby mama screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Browns. I never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hitmaker, dawg, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and bot comments. You may as well keep the
Right.
anchor. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't wanna fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they deleted his music and your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounding like you send him commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon. No wonder you turning clout chaser instead of doing hard labor.
Right.
Nigga, I see you when I see you like Fantasia. Whitney, you
Is this guy trying to build clout for an album right now?
I heard
Is that
that.
what's
I
happening?
heard he has an album
Is
coming.
Is
out.
this an album roll?
Bro,
this
the man
guy's
said
doing?
he's like, stop buying streams and
Jeez.
No, he said stop buying comments.
Did Mercer Morale do like
Likes.
good or bad?
I want a Grammy, fam.
You want a Grammy?
Yeah,
Mr. Morales won a Grammy.
yeah, bro.
What was it going
Best
up
rap
against?
album.
Shut
Best rap
up.
album 2023.
What was it going up against?
Yeah,
Really? Eh?
yeah, yeah.
2022.
I mean, like
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. What
the
else
songs
dropped?
were okay, but it wasn't like
My auntie is a
crazy.
man now.
But let's be honest.
That's
it's-
what won.
It's the Grammys, fam. So it's like,
Dude, man had a song with two men arguing the whole time. No, isn't that a
Yeah.
real song on that album?
Father Time is
That's
nasty.
crazy,
Though.
bro. That's
Yeah,
wild.
it had some.
Yeah, it
No, it had some good songs.
Some
It had
nice
some good
songs.
songs,
But
yeah.
Grammy.
Grammy, nah.
Bro,
Grammy's
Good
wild.
Kid, Mad City didn't even win a Grammy.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
crazy.
that was against
What was that? 2011? What year was that?
Macklemore?
Yeah,
It's obviously that's not.
No way. That was. I thought it was J. Cole that was against Macklemore.
J. Cole's was too, but did he drop an album same year as Good Kid?
Wait, Macklemore beat J. Cole and Kendrick? Is he the greatest rapper of all time?
Yo!
Is it not like stats
my
now?
God.
Like, he's the greatest
Isn't that
rapper?
the man that made Thrift Shop and shit?
Yeah.
That's better than Swimming Pools. Is
I
better
actually
than
don't know
Love Yours. Better
another.
than...
I only know one Macklemore song.
I'm
Thrift
getting
Shop?
cash right
That-
now.
that- yeah, that.
$20 in my
Bro, this guy had like
pocket.
one banger.
Nah,
put it on
I
the
get
radio.
some
funny?
with wings
Yo,
or whatever.
I just took it. The chorus. That's not even Macklemore, right?
What do you mean?
Oh, it's the next guy. It's a feature, no?
What's the next guy? So I don't even know how this guy sounds. Rack.
This guy won a Grammy for doing that.
Gosh.
No, I don't remember that song. He's like
Bro,
walking the
Mr. Morales
clubs,
won a
like what's
Grammy,
up?
Though. That's crazy.
That's wild, yeah.
Walk in the club, like what's up? I got a big cock.
Oh my god.
No way, he didn't say that.
says
Fuck
that.
up. No way did he say that. Stop.
This guy's crazy. What?
You're lying.
I swear he says
I
that. He
refuse.
says that,
Oh,
no?
you did.
And you wanna grab that?
Just know that one line is better than Swimming Pools, better than Backseat Freestyle, better than Love Yours, better than everything, bro. What, like, you know?
Trees.
I'd rather hear.
Power
I'd
Trip,
rather hear a
Forbidden
skit
Fruit, whatever.
from Good Kid,
like,
Mad City
Born
than
Sinner.
Macklemore, bro.
Born Sinner.
That's crazy.
I said, what's up? I got a big cock.
Okay.
I won a Grammy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Easy.
kinda wild.
Easy.
Let's hear the end of this.
Paper album dropping soon. No wonder you turning clout chaser instead of doing hard labor. Nigga, I see you when I see you like Fantasia. Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor.
That's forever talking
When I
about
say I hit your back, it's a lot safer.
Damn.
Oh, that's
crazy.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this shit was some good exercise. Like,
This guy said, yo,
get out, get the pen working.
this is like.
You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but
This guy like
It is what
destroying
it
his whole
is.
character right now.
you
He's like,
definitely
yo,
got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like,
you're a liar.
you got
You're a
10
woman
more
beater?
records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that doesn't even exist.
Chat.
And then you go and drop the West Coast one to try and cover that up.
Talk your shit.
I
right?
would like that one. That would be some shit I could dance to if he wasn't tripling down on some whole other bullshit. But, you know, at least your fans are getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I can motivate you, bring you back to the game. Like,
You're just talking shit
you
now,
know,
man.
but
That
just
sounds
let
like
me know
Steph
when we
Curry.
get into
bro.
the facts.
Mm,
Everything in my shit is facts.
facts. It's facts.
Waiting on you to return the favor. Like,
Kenny, step up, man.
Yo, that's
Is that
Yo,
it?
you think Kendrick's gonna drop after that?
Wait,
He has
this.
to.
Wait, this. So,
But what are you gonna
10
say to
seconds?
that though?
He has to.
Like,
That's
what
it?
can you say to that? What?
Jeez.
Yeah, the guy said, "Yo, I
Well,
gave you
I mean,
the information. It
the
was
thing-
fake.
the
and
thing
you
that,
went on He's
I
like, yo,
think that was like hard hitting for me for the diss tracks that Kendrick dropped.
Mhm.
It wasn't the pedo stuff. It was the colonizer line. You know, like yo, you go to all these places and then like
yeah.
you know.
But
I want
he-
Drake to
but-
address that
But
stuff.
he's not really elaborating on that. Like he would say like a 1-2 line about that, but mostly he's talking about
The
the
pedophile
underage
stuff?
stuff and also the
That's a way better angle.
like the daughter and stuff like that.
That's a
like,
way
you know.
better angle. Like talking about Drake's like history with rappers in different
Yeah.
cities and all that stuff. Like that's way better
like,
than
hopping on the wave type thing.
yeah. Like that's a way better thing to do than just talking.
No, but
about,
even in terms of like the colonizer stuff and whatever, it's just like because he was trying to relate that back to like his dad, no, saying like yo,
he posted on his Instagram, or is that because it's just the track?
No, it's the track. It's the
Why he
track.
just posted on his Instagram like yeah.
So on the track itself, right? It says he put, and we know you're dropping 6 minutes after, so instead of posting my address, you have a lot to address.
That's funny. This guy said yellow
Yellow
taped
tape
Endrick.
Yo, if you take away,
What do you guys think about that?
if you take away all the lines that Kendrick has said for the like, you know, like the pedo stuff, like the false stuff,
Yeah.
then I would say Drake is winning.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
There's no question.
yo, but
Yeah, Drake.
again, he basically just discredited all of everything that Kendrick was saying. You know,
The only thing that
he's
I
like,
can
bro,
see
your
that
information, you're getting your information
Yeah.
from TikTok. Guys say you're
Yeah.
dissecting TikTok.
TikTok
Yeah.
videos dissecting.
the only
TikTok
thing I
videos.
can see like Kendrick continue to do is like start talking about like Drake's character in terms of like that whole like you hop on everyone's wave and stuff like that. And you don't.
Yeah,
exactly.
But the thing is like I know a lot of
but
people.
even still, like the man's relevant for a reason, right? He had his own like thing for
Yeah.
when he was
The
on
way-
the come up,
yeah.
but like, no, which other rapper has been in the game at this level for
This
that
long,
amount of time?
and he puts everyone on.
Yeah, so like obviously you're gonna have to change up your styles.
Yeah.
to
Drake puts
adapt-
everyone on?
to adapt
He
to the
does,
time.
bro.
But
He
Drake
had-
puts people on that are already like low key.
Like on that
Going
rise,
up,
on
the
right,
rise.
right, like 4 bats.
But
Just-
like,
you
wouldn't
know?
you?
Four
Would,
bats.
but would
Okay,
you not?
I'll be honest. Listen, I don't never heard of.
Yo, but if
No,
you get-
4 bats is fire.
bro, if
4
you-
bats is fire.
if you get a
His last album,
if you get a Drake feature,
if you get
come
a
on,
Drake
bro, you're,
co-sign-
Well, you're
or
up.
remix,
Yeah, yeah,
Drake
yeah.
remix feature, yeah.
go crazy.
But like,
Yeah.
you like Dave East was one of them. No. What's that song where it's like, hey, you wanna know when I'm seeing no?
That's Dave from
That's
the UK.
Dave from
Oh,
the UK.
Dave.
That Dave.
Yeah.
That guy was going.
he kind of
up
blew up
already.
after that stuff.
And then Fetty Wap was one, and then the guy where he goes,
Migos,
look alive, look alive.
oh JB Block Boy,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. These guys are already blowing up, and he just kind of just hops on the wave.
Migos,
But
also
like,
with-
That guy
but-
fell back
but
down, though.
from a
I blew up into one.
From someone
that
that is-
never heard of
This
him.
like this is like
This
this.
guy
from
went,
someone
"Whoa."
like that's trying to come up, and Drake hits you. I was like, yo, I like your shit. I wanna work with you.
No, but it's not just they're trying to come up; they're already coming up.
Smiley.
Yeah, but imagine when Drake gives
More
you
like
even
frowny,
more of
yo.
like a, you know.
I'm joking.
The only thing
Shout
I
out
think
Smiley,
Kendrick
yo.
can say is the whole like, you know how Weeknd did so much for Drake.
Yeah,
He basically all to take care.
yeah.
Like I guess the Weeknd can attack like the whole and the same thing going to Atlanta and doing all that. I personally don't think Drake really did anything wrong with the whole like. He's just bro. The man said I'm a hit maker. I'm not a peacemaker.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah.
And some people just hate the fact that there's a certain way Drake moves.
So you think Drake is up right now?
Well, there's no doubt that
The
like,
only way Drake would be down is if Kendrick comes back and says whatever he said is facts.
The thing is, I think Kendrick was up until
Drake
This.
discredited it.
Discredited everything.
Well,
Speaking
yeah,
nonsense.
you could be up saying nonsense. You could be like, yo, Drake did this, that.
Well, where's the
whatever.
proof?
If you don't have proof, then it's like, bro, everything you're saying is like, okay.
But then, do you think
like,
Kendrick's gonna come back and be like, "Yo, where's your proof that this is not actually?"
Bro, he
But
said
he's not
Whitney
saying
hasn't
it.
denied any allegations.
Yeah,
She
I know.
doesn't follow you.
Yeah.
She follows Dave Free.
Mm-hmm.
The man's out here commenting heart eyes,
You know-
heart whatever under your kids' pictures.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, secret BD or what?
Mad.
You know what I mean?
This is like chess.
That's
Like,
crazy.
this guy's literally playing
Chess,
chess.
not checkers. dog.
Master manipulator.
Let us know what you guys think, bro. I don't know. I think Drake's up.
Drake is
in my-
like.
in my
Kendrick, you
opinion.
got some explaining to do, man.
Kendrick
has a lot.
dropped more tracks. He had more verses on tracks, but
The
Kendrick didn't
More
even
is
shoot
not
a
the
music
better.
You know what
video.
is-
More is
you
not
know
the
you know
better,
what's a
bro.
little weird though? Like Kendrick's the one who started this.
yeah.
Kendrick had all this like
He's
in the
getting
vault.
food
He's
in,
like
bro.
he has all this in the vault.
Yeah.
Like, he's been waiting for this.
Mm.
Drake has not been waiting for this. Like he
Yeah.
knows it was gonna happen eventually, but he
Mm.
wasn't like, "Oh, I gotta write for this guy," you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nah, and Kendrick looks so dumb right now, bro.
And Drake even has a music video,
And
bro.
another thing, the thing
That
is,
was
I
fire.
already
Yeah, that's
know,
what I'm
I already
saying,
know
bro.
how most people think. They're like, because Kendrick is a better lyricist, they're
Mhm.
gonna be like, "Oh no, like if we listen to Kendrick, we're so smart."
If you
we're
listen to
sick,
the
yo,
song, like,
yo,
you have to listen. You have to
gotta
sit in a
you gotta
dark room
understand, you
with
gotta
candles,
understand
and you have to listen to the
gotta
song for
break it
5
down,
hours
like,
straight. Like, I
Yo,
don't
but
care, bro.
what people aren't understanding is like the rebuttals. You gotta focus on the rebuttals and the facts.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's way more important than like yeah, the wordplay and all that. Yo, cause I'm pretty sure everyone would expect Kendrick to outbar Drake.
Yeah.
Yo, you
No?
you say that,
Yeah.
but Drake low-key has like
He has bars.
like even like you know this is a new track because he was really responding to Not Like Us.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? He's
Yeah.
like, oh, what do you say? Some
Yeah.
A minor. I
Yeah.
think you should be sharp
Yeah.
and because D major.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like that's like
Mhm.
that's a
That's
pretty
the-
sick bar. You know
That's
what
not
I
the
mean?
C, yo.
That's like pretty witty.
Mhm.
So like Drake's
Yeah, that's the C, yo.
ABD? That's what he did. He went ABD, no
Yeah,
C.
no C. What's trying to die, yo? You forgot his alphabet?
bro.
Yeah. I also don't think, and this is a thing that I don't think anyone is really, not a lot of people are looking into. I think Kendrick is sounding like a huge hypocrite.
Mm.
Like throughout this whole thing, like he's saying Drake's like a
Activist.
bad baby
Oh
daddy
my
activist.
God.
And the thing is, if you're not from Toronto, you don't like, they won't know what Drake has done for the city.
Yeah.
Mm.
He has like low key charities. He does all these nice things.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yo, I haven't other than Kendrick giving out food every like Thanksgiving or Christmas. I don't know what he does for
Here you go,
LA.
yo.
Giving out food.
Like, what does he do for LA? Like, he
I
talks
don't
like
know.
he's like
I
some.
No, but
feel
LA
like
likes
we
him.
can't
LA
really
likes
say
him a
that,
lot,
though.
though.
And
'Cause I
of
seen
course,
a-
you're the best artist in LA.
I seen a
Obviously,
video
they're
of
like-
them playing Family Matters in LA, and they like the DJ got booed. Like, don't. play
yeah,
that.
but the thing is,
That's just like
but
riding
yo,
this,
but
yo.
like
But-
that's because he's like famous in LA. He's
I
putting
feel-
LA on the map. But like,
Yeah.
I feel like we can't say
what is
that.
what is he doing?
I feel like we can't say that because we actually don't know what what Kendrick is doing for LA. You know what I mean? Just like how
I
people
tried looking
outside of
into it.
Toronto don't know what
Yeah,
Drake
that
is
is
doing
true.
for
You're right.
Toronto.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Drake did say something in Family Matters about that. He's like, don't go back to LA and plant money trees.
Man
or
doesn't even
whatever.
live in
So-
LA, bro. Apparently
Yeah.
lives in New York.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He did go to New
Drake
York.
has a
Yeah.
big house here.
But take it in, like the whole hypocrite thing is actually facts because it's like, yo, you're attacking Drake about like being a deadbeat, this and this and
Yeah.
that, but yet
You're
there's
also-
allegations of you
This is
fighting your
another
wife,
thing.
not your kid.
Who do y'all have, bruh?
You know how they kept
Drake or
doing like, the
Kendrick?
whole like Drake's mixed,
Mm-hmm.
and like he keeps attacking Drake,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, Drake, you're trying to act black." Why is he associating the fact that acting black equals whatever Drake is doing?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
If you're
Yeah,
saying that
yeah.
means you're saying that black people do exactly what Kendrick is trying to stop. The violence, the drugs, the this, the that. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, Drake, you're a fake guy. You're trying to act like fake, blah, 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 hard, fake thing. And you're equating that with being black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That to me, that's just a deeper thing. But, like, I don't know if people are looking at that. But,
And then the whole like being black thing, when Drake was talking about how, Kendrick, you're like an activist for all the black folks and this and this and that. But he's like, yo, your girl's mixed. And he's like, you don't.
That's the
He's
craziest
like, you
thing.
don't want to hold your kid up or smile
Yeah.
at your kid and stuff because.
where
well, your
Dr.
kid is
Umar's
mixed
at,
and
bro?
stuff.
Where Dr. Umar's at,
Oh,
bro?
Dr. Umar? Oh.
Might need to be in the feature.
So
This guy's
like,
crazy.
What does he say? Like some
That feature might be
little
wild.
So
suspicious.
suspicious.
Yeah.
The Bunny Brigade, yo.
That guy's
I had
good.
to bring that
Kendrick,
up.
man, you got some
Kendrick.
explaining
Yo,
to
Kendrick,
do.
man, you're embarrassing yourself.
Kendrick.
man.
Well, don't say that. We'll
No,
see,
but bro,
we'll
like,
we'll see what he
no,
has
but
to say.
realistically, this guy did control it. Remember, or the control verse, not control.
Controller.
Yo,
Not
he
controller.
actually sang to
Not
that, though.
controller.
Kendrick actually was singing. He was driving that. He was driving and he was
Oh, he
singing,
was singing
Controller.
Controller?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He did the
Yeah.
control verse
Yeah.
that was dissing everyone. Like he wants beef,
True.
and then when beef actually
But the
comes,
thing
like,
is, that was competition. Like, you know,
Guy
he
getting-
felt good with the
This guy
competition.
getting.
you know, like
It's fine. It's close.
it's
yeah,
close,
he's
it's
doing
close.
close.
But now
Like,
he
it's
just
literally, it goes like this. It
You
literally
can't
goes
call it
No,
like
but
close
right
if
now he looks
if he's
ridiculously
spitting
stupid.
if he's spitting
Now he
lies,
looks
bro.
stupid because it looked
Yeah.
like he was just waiting and just like, he's like, oh, all this came out. Fake OVO mode.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I get to use
So
this.
he
And
took
then,
bait,
like,
bro.
he took
It's
bait.
crazy.
It's kind of weird that Drake threw
Platinum.
bait, but at the same time, it's smart because now it's invalidating everything he said, and it's just like,
Sounds like you got moles in your, you know,
I don't know.
But
PG Lang.